fucking bounce it.
Hey, what is going on everybody? My name's Ashley and welcome to another episode in my Crystal Palace career mode. If you do enjoy the video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like, check out any social media links or links to previous episodes, they'll be down in the description below. So we're going to be going into our first game against Arsenal at the Emirates, and we are in a bit of a tricky situation in the league as we currently are just within our achievements at the moment, so we need to try and get some points on the board. But a trip to Arsenal is not what we need at this time, but a great save here from the keeper, and we do manage to half clear it, but eventually Callum Chambers is going to win it back. He plays it into Flamini, who manages to play it on to Rosicky, and Rosicky plays it back out to Chambers, who manages to get across, and then Flamini's there to head it home at the near post, giving Arsenal a 1-0 lead. And it was constant pressure from Arsenal. We couldn't even get out of our half most of the first half, and you see here Aaron Ramsey picking up the ball, playing it towards Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck plays it out to a player who I don't actually know who it was, and they managed to get a shot off, and the scores stay at 1-0. They continue to push through using their youngster whose name I can't pronounce and I've never heard of, but they continue to try and apply pressure here, picking loose balls up around the area, playing it back around the area, but we do eventually manage to clear it away. And Arsenal continue to push forward, streaming players forward at constant pressure, finding space inside the box, playing it to Ramsey, and Ramsey's shots well saved by the keeper, keeping the scores at 1-0. But in the second half they get an opportunity here, some nice work by Oxlade-Chamberlain playing it around, eventually falls back to Gabriel. Ramsey picks it back up, looks to play the ball to Thiago, who's on as a substitute. Rosicky picks up the ball, plays it to Oxlade-Chamberlain, and his shot flies into the top corner, making it 2-0 to Arsenal and putting the game beyond us. We did decide to try and make a formation change to bring us back into the game, but it just wasn't enough for us. We went down 2-0 to Arsenal without registering a single shot on goal. And we move on into some training now, which from now on after this episode I will be just cutting out the training and just showing you when we get upgrades in certain player stats. But now it's time to move on to a home game against Everton, and we've had to rotate the side slightly, but we've gone into this with the formation I finished the Arsenal game off with, and Everton did start brightly, picking up an opportunity outside the box, trying to find space to get the shot off, and Delafay's shot is well held by the goalkeeper. But it was a very quiet match in all honesty, and it took till the second half for us to get our own opportunity, playing it through to Zaha with the overtop through ball, and the keeper does well to save, and the defender is eventually going to scramble it away, keeping the scores at 0-0. The game wasn't over, some nice work here by Yannick Bolasie, managing to turn it inside the defender, and as he dives inside manages to weave past another and finesse it into the bottom corner, making it 1-0 and giving us the 3 points. So we get what we need from the game, and we can move on into some training. Again, nothing really of any great note, but we are making progress in player stats. But we can move on into our next game, where we're going to be coming up against Newcastle United away from home, and again it's something that we are looking to pick up points in, because we aren't on the best of form, and we do need to get these points towards the end of the season. When early on they start playing the ball around and with some nice passing, looking to create opportunities, they eventually find Cisse through a gap, and he manages to finish it at the near post, which is what we didn't want to start the game off with. We get an opportunity of our own here, some nice work by Jason Punch, and finally find Austin free in the box. He manages to have his shot blocked, and then his second attempt is poor, and the keeper gathers easily, keeping the scores at 1-0. It was Newcastle who managed to get a stranglehold on this game, just passing the ball around with absolute ease, finding gaps all over the place, managing to pick out the best passes at all opportunities, but eventually they do get a shot off, and it is weak and well kept by the keeper. The constant pressure from Newcastle, we give the ball away sloppily, not helping ourselves, and Foden picks up the ball, looks to run into space, cuts it back, plays the first time cross towards Cisse, it's headed towards goal, but the keeper has to tip it over the bar, keeping the scores at 1-0. Into the second half we go, and they continue to push forward. Jack Colback pushing up the pitch, finding Czech Jota inside, he looks to dive inside and forces a brilliant save from the keeper, and we do manage to scramble it away, keeping the scores at 1-0. Newcastle continued to apply pressure, looking to play opportunities in, finding space to pass the ball around nicely. Their shot is well saved by the keeper from a long distance, keeping us in the game, but they continue to push forward. Jack Colback once again finding a space for play for Warvin in. Warvin plays it through to Cisse, it falls to Gouffran plays it to Wijnaldum, who only manages to hit it straight into the keeper, but but they continued to press forward. This time Sim Jong on a substitute plays it to Gufran, picks it back up, plays it to Cisse, Cisse plays it back towards De Jong, and he manages to head it in, making it 2-0. And Newcastle weren't done there, continuing to push forward and apply pressure. Once again, it was just an onslaught from them, to be honest, but they find a ball through to Sissoko. Sissoko's shot is well saved, and Riviere on as a substitute as well also has another shot, but the keeper manages to save it this time, and that was how the game did finish. So we got absolutely destroyed, to be honest, and we didn't deserve anything out of the game. But we move on now, and as you can see, we've done some training, but it was nothing of any great note. So we're going to move on now, and as you can see, in the next episode we'll be going up against Stoke City, and it's one of our final 2 games of the season, so we'll have those 2 games and a squad report. Until then, my name is Ashley, thanks for watching, and goodbye.